are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Chargers. Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And we are underway in Southern California. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Wilson. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Now Goff on first down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago.
Complete to number 2.
Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Wilson. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Now, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Wilson. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now it's Wilson. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Deontay Johnson, 36 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from moving out in front. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Oh, he bowls over it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Goff. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Now a first down throw. Goff. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Finding Hockenson here on the out route. He's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism. Great hit.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. DeAndre Swift taking it in from 11 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
The Bears take over first down at their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here. A long way to go. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Goff now looking to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Goff now looks to throw. Finding more on the out route for the completion. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On 1st down, Goff. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have the coach tell us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is up to 15 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Again, it's Jones. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 50 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And some room to work. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. A big run there by Jones. And even 50 yards. And look at that. I'd say somebody's already in mid-season form here in game number 1.
Doesn't need a whole lot of carries in the preseason, does he? He needs to get the ball when it counts. And when it does, he makes it count.
wide right, Jones. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at 2nd and long. They'll try the air now with Goff. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
They lost him over the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I want to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
First down, it's gone. 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
From the red zone now, Goff. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Jones. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage. The defense holds here on the final play of the half. We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Up the middle, Jones. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They find some open field here. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. 154 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. To the right side, and he's got Moore complete. Touchdown! DJ Moore. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bears are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That's caught at the 2. And he is going to get in there for the 2 points to make this a 12-point game.
Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Charger drive about to get going. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that. Again, they've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
From the 29, Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson, and he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 42. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 30. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a give right side Swift. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, this is the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No. Here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Now Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll go again to Jones. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. 160 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Goff on first down. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Forced out to his left. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again is Goff. This one swung out here to Jones. And some room to run now. Finding room at midfield. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Now it's Goff. He'll find Jones again, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Second down and 3. To the air again. Goff. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. Back to throw, Goff. And able to find Kirk, complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Goff. Touchdown Bears! Christian Kirk, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity, or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
In for the sack, Myles Garrett. This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Wilson. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Boy, 196 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like that there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Goff now to throw. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now Goff. Sliding out of the pocket. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call him gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
That's caught again by Schultz. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's gone. And his throw here's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Goff. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. He'll look to throw. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
One last throw here for Goff. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
And that touchdown means a decision has to be made. Do they kick the PAT and tie it up, or do they go for 2 and try and win it right now?
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with just a second to play, we'd have to see something crazy here for them to have a chance. And this is going to be taken in by the Chargers, and it appears they're going to win this football game.